Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. It is I, your host, Brooding Gamer, here for another dinosaur review. Today we're going to be going over the Chilesaurus. I know nothing about this animal. I'm going to tell you guys right now. I picked it up because it looked really cool. That's about right. That's about it. I picked it up because it looked really cool. I do know that it is an herbivore. I do not know which period it came from. But I can tell you, it has two fingers like a Tyrannosaurus Rex, and it's an herbivore. So, I'm going to be honest, I don't know hardly anything about this. It looked really cool and really interesting, so I wanted to pick it up and add it to the collection. But this thing has got a lot of coloring on it, so this video probably will not be as long as some of the others. They all seem to be around 10 minutes long in length, but this one seems to be like it'll be a little bit shorter, and just because it is so much smaller. So today with the Chilesaurus, we're going to be starting, of course, from the tail and working our way to the head. So we do have this kind of an army green color with this kind of a yellowish color, tan, I guess you could say. I'm not going to really say burnt umber because it doesn't really look like it would be burnt umber. Working our way up the tail here, we do have all these stripes from that bass green, of course, I will say. It actually has a really cool design up on top here. It kind of has like zigzags of the dark green, and then the like that brown kind of fills in there, giving this just an odd kind of a striped style. Moving our way to the very tip of the tail. The tip of the tail actually is just mainly painted all dark brown all the way around, which is interesting style of choice. Like he just dipped his tail in some hot chocolate. But yeah, I mean, that would be... I always like it sometimes you get these animals. I'm wondering if this type of animal could possibly have let go of its own tail when it was being attacked. Because, you know, sometimes you'll see that with animals when they've dislodged their tail to avoid being eaten by something. They tend to drop it or cut it off at themselves, and then when it grows back, it has like a dark green or like a darker color sometimes. Sometimes it blends back in with the rest of the body, and sometimes it has a noticeable different color. So that's interesting. We do have little sets of these little wobbly spikes here. They're very flimsy, but I do like these. I love like iguana-like spikes on the back of animals. I've always liked that. Even when I've drawn like dragons or dinosaurs or something, I tend to have these either on the back of the head here, not too different like from this guy, or I'll put them on the neck where there's like a dewlap, or is that the dewlap when they have the big piece of flesh hanging off their neck? We are working our way towards the hips here, which then get that bass green, army green coloring hardcore. And then if we work our way down the knee, the stifles all the way down to the foot, you get that color. But they quickly change into this orange, kind of a tan color to them, which is really cool. Again, the lighting here does not give any of this justice. I wish I could fix that, but there's just not much lighting here to be able to take and show you guys all that detail. Underneath here in the groin area is where you'll find that logo. And then on the bottom of the foot here is where you'll find that logo. Working our way through the stomach here, you get a very light dry brushing of this very bright cream color. And then if you get up in here into the chest area is where you'll get a bit of that color, and then ever so slight green mixed in with it. And then showing off these two little fingers, his two phalanges that we have there. That's pretty much it. The forearms on the shoulders have a green color to them, while the hands get that kind of a light orange color. And then on this side here, it's not as prominent, but you do get some green as well. So this end is darker green than this side. This side's also not painted as much green as this side is, and I think that can be seen on there if I hold it like that. But we do get a lot of that green up in the hips area and then the top of the tail. I do like that. And then we get into this orange color, not too different from the Spinosaurus. I do like that. And then we get some more of the spikes here, or these spines, we'll say. Working our way up the neck, and then we get to the top of the neck here, like right around this area. I want to say it's probably the atlas would be right here on the animal. So this wouldn't quite yet be the atlas, but this starts down here, and you get tiny little spikes here. And then we get to probably one of my favorite parts of this whole sculpt would be the head itself. You have a very gorgeous looking eye. Let me see if I can get it to focus on the eye there. It's wanting to. There we go. You get like this orange, kind of a, I guess you could even call it like a coral color. And then you get a bright yellow circle there, and then a black dot for the eye. And then it is about the same on this side here. Let's see if I can get it to focus. About the same on that side there, and theirs would be your down the main face look. The jaw is articulated, not by much, but enough. You do get some small teeth in there. And the tongue is, of course, all painted with a gloss, and then you even have some teeth up in there. So this thing does have like a very slight beak. I really would love to do more information. I've heard that this... I honestly don't know hardly anything about this animal. Of course, one thing I forgot to notice, or not forgot to note, is that it is, of course, in that stride that every figure we have these days seems to be in a mid-stride with its foot being moved. Sorry, I'm so shaky today. I love how all these figures always look like they're... Well, there's a good view for you guys. They even went as detailed as to put like where the butt would be. Everything's always mid-stride, and I do love that. This, I don't know what he's exactly looking at. If we could put like plants in his mouth or something, he could be in that stride. But yeah, I really do love this animal. I think it's really cool. And I'd love to know more about the Chilesaurus. I'd love to know what that's all about. I'm taking a wild guess, wild shot in the dark here, and say that it was found in Chile. So that is the Chilesaurus. Let me know what you guys think below of this animal. And if you guys have any information for me on the Chilesaurus, by all means, please put that in the comments below. I would love to know more. Excuse me, that hurt. I would love to know more about it. It is an herbivore. We know that much. Because I saw the two fingers, I was like, is it a carnivore? And then I realized, looking into a little bit, it does say it's an herbivore. So I just would love to know more about this animal if anybody has any more information on it. Again, it is noticeably smaller than the rest of the animals that we have reviewed. There's only one other that's about this size that I own. And we'll be reviewing that next, actually. So if you guys enjoyed the video, by all means, please leave a like. Let me know more about this animal below. And if you guys have any others that you would like me to review, leave that in the comments as well. And a subscription would be very much appreciated. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video. This is Brooding Gamer, signing out.